hello there. ¿Cómo estamos, minasan? I hope you guys are doing well today. I took half the day off to rest just because I wasn't feeling that hot overall, and the rest did me some good. So, it is I, your data guardian angel, Telebris Tenchi. I hope you guys are doing good. So, there's something that I noticed when I was setting up stream today. So one of the continuation stories that we're going to be doing today was one that I was halfway into because it was Grand Maze. Hey Trex, how you doing? Just kind of noticed and read. What I noticed was I had switched to the actual bit so I can navigate over. And I happened to be already in the area. I teleported myself there, and the background music changed. So I set it right now to be the continuation, which I'm not going to do until I feel comfortable with, all my leveling stuff. But yeah, here we are. This is the... Oop, I triggered it. No, I didn't mean to do that. I forgot what I was doing here, so I can't even try and catch everybody else up on it. I'm sorry. Can I skip? Skippa? Just so I can go back? No, never mind. But once the cutscene's done, I should be able to. No, not much on that. Okay, hold on. Let me just back up. Retreat. I know it's a boss fight. I just don't know what we did all to get here for the most part. Oh, the music changed anyway. I guess because I triggered the thing? No, not quite. But if I then switch it to the proper bit, the music changed. This I found interesting. But no, I didn't see anything about the leaks or anything on Persona 6, really. I usually don't trust leaks overall, or let me rephrase that. I don't care about leaks. I care about official announcements. I didn't care too much about the Persona 3 Reload leaks, if I'm being honest, until they announced it officially. And I'm like, okay, there it is. Because leaks mean nothing about date of release. Anyway, I don't even know what the type is to fight. I guess I'll just take this usual team of mine and see if I just survive through it. I have not been able to. I tried when I was doing it offline when I first was going through this continuation stuff, but I just could not survive through what was going on. Let me see what I need, and then maybe I'll retreat afterwards. Can I skip this time? Skippa.
An emanator of propagation clone? How can that be?
What do we have here?
Okay, I might want to switch out. Depending on how much damage I'm going to take, either switch out Trailblazer for Harmony, or switch out Serval for... You know what? Let's take Ratio, because Ratio is supposed to be around at least. Actually, hold on. I think my first team is technically. Except let's make some adjustments here. And we take in Huahua. I'd like to know why she's so sleepy, but we'll be doing her continuation in a bit. Ah, I didn't swap the team. There we go. Let's do a couple things.
Will of preservation!
Sound lingers.
So now let's do it. Ipa. Now we're ready to roll.
Eternal
An
love.
emanator of propagation clone? How can that be?
Oh, okay. I was sitting here like, wait, he attacked me like instantaneously last time. What happened? Oh, right. Ratio's probably a lot faster than Serval. Alright. Let's,
Answer me. 0 points.
There's more to life. I'm scared.
Stay put. Not bad. 5 points. Bees or devil. I'll crush them all.
Lance ablaze. Lance!
I probably should have saved this for later, but either way.
I'm asking questions.
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Alrighty.
Test. SAS knowledge, the measure of truth
And falsehood. Yeah, we still have one more turn of this stuff, so I can factor on the side. I think we're okay overall. I'm gonna attack here just so that.
Your answers?
This is a problem.
Answer me. 0 points.
It's time.
Oh. Alright. That works.
Eternal.
Now we need to put this out there.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Not bad. 5 points. Test.
Not a scratch.
Some value, I suppose.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance!
Good, good, good. This time we're doing a little bit better, but let's see what happens when we hit the next phase.
Answer me. 0 points.
Done.
Test. Stay put. Not bad.
There's more to life.
5 points.
Existence is unity. Every petal in life, all will be swept away by the wind.
SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. I'm asking questions. Answer me. 3. Get that. 0 points. Bees or devil.
There we go. This will work.
Them all.
Some value, I suppose.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Enjoying yourself?
Your answers? Test.
He'll destroy the space station.
Already Space 2? It didn't even do the break bit. Uh-oh. This is no bueno. No es bueno. have plenty. Let's do this.
Not bad. 5 points. I'm asking questions. Answer me. Free. SAS. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
0 points.
Lance at the ready.
I'm gonna have to heal.
Free.
There's more to life. Eternal. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Yeah, let's save our healers first.
Your answers? Test. 0 points.
Grace and elegance.
Stay put.
Other side.
5 points. Fiend or devil.
I'm doing a lot better this time than I did when I was doing it on my own, but part of it is probably because of the fact I think every time I came back to this boss, it was right after I did an equilibrium adjustment, so it kind of effed me over. I think only one time I didn't, but I was like, it was still close enough that, you know.
No need to rush. Patience. Answer me. Free.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Let's see if I can destroy one of them to... There we go. Oh. Well. That's not good.
Test. 0 points. SAS. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Let's see, we're getting close. Let's see if I can beat this for sure.
I'm asking questions. Answer me. Free.
Existence is unity.
I'm on guard.
0 points.
Good thing I said I healed.
Your answers? Not bad. 5 points.
So glad I healed him. Because he would have been a dead man if I didn't.
Test.
It's time.
0 points.
Lance ablaze. Lance!
Alright.
Forward!
Pushing forward. Not bad.
Stay put. Get there. I'm asking questions. Fiend or devil. I'll crush them all. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood. Free.
every petal in life's garden, all will be swept away by the wind. Existence is meaningless.
Woo! Okay, I won this time. Huzzah! Why is it snapping?
56 seconds, the creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never
It was only
been
56
born.
seconds? Hell no.
The threat is over. Time to get going.
I forgot why
Is
I was
it
fighting the
over?
boss in the first place, because it's been forever.
I need to get some answers out of Rame.
Alright. Hopping over. Okay. I remember a little bit about the setup for this stuff. Obviously, was talking with Ron May and picking up her little creations all over the place, but... Ooh, hold on. I need this. Alright, Ron May. Talk to me.
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. What's important is your task.
Mm-hmm.
You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's
you?
no defending what I've done. Time and again, my experiments have fallen short, and they've always yielded predictable results. I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the Emanator.
Get that on its own.
Exactly as predicted. 56 seconds on the dot. Restrained by time and place, its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. However, it would soon disappear and be reduced to particles. Like every living being, it
Actually, now that I think
inevitably
about it,
faced
okay, the
its
fight was
demise
56
as it
seconds, but
journeyed towards
when
the
did this thing
end.
pop out, I guess?
I find no fault in that.
Did it pop out, like, right before I got down to
However,
the below deck?
Even the briefest life should have meaning. I want to know the limits of its capacity. It will indicate how far I've gone in a field completely incomprehensible to me. And it was a minuscule step, just as I had predicted.
What about life outside of research?
I do not have a life outside of research. People always think this price is unimaginable, but it seems rather acceptable to me. I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectations. An experiment should have its unforeseen twists.
Then add things that you don't
That's where the
know
joy
what it's gonna do.
lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises.
Too bad this one had none, but that's okay.
I have to admit that these little ones born in the process sometimes move me.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I
There you
see a human-like response in them.
Because they
It
did.
is a concept completely opposite to that of divinity. They have emotions. Emotions may be either positive
divine
or
doesn't have
negative.
emotions in this game?
However, the love rooted in the depths of their heart is eternal and unchanging. They're still a long way from becoming geniuses, and are therefore unable to discern whether this love is one of friendship, romance, or familial love. That being said, Can even geniuses tell the difference? I cannot, at least. I do not understand what
I
love
wanna
is.
know what love
and
is.
cannot respond to their feelings. Do you believe my actions were wrong?
Probably.
There's no need to tell me your answer. I just felt like asking the question.
Can I give you a rhetorical
How
answer
should I take care of them?
for your rhetorical
Perhaps leaving
question?
them at the space station is the best choice. Do I seem irresponsible?
A little bit.
I'm sorry. I am often at a loss as to how to face my own creations. The effects of the anti-truth serum will also wear off.
Thank you.
If others mention me to you in the future, you can answer however you like. Or even pretend you never knew me. After all, your memory of me will soon dissipate like smoke. Over time, hidden truths tend to surface. Past traumas, which I'd rather leave behind, have made me skeptical about trusting anyone but myself. If I do not want a secret revealed, the most foolproof way is to destroy it. The anti-truth serum will make you forget the brief period we
So
spent
why did you say
together.
I could talk about you when
It won't take
literally I
effect
won't be able to?
immediately. It is a slow, intangible process, like the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossom, sticky rice, and frosting sugar. Perhaps you'll remember someone performed selfish experiments on the space station, but you will no longer remember their identity.
But you're in my party, though.
Perhaps we'll meet again someday, but you won't be able to connect me with the recollection.
Take Rame's
That
hand,
way,
smack her in the back of the
The
hand,
connection
say,
between life forms will be erased.
bad man scientist. Yeah.
Friendships, secrets, grudges, lies. All will disappear. It will make our lives more relaxing.
I won't forget you
I
because you're in my
believe
party
you.
consistently, so.
Brulem will stay on the space station for a while longer. He and Herta still have problems they need to solve. As for me, I'm leaving soon and won't bother with goodbyes. Do you
And you
still
wonder
remember
why you
the
can't,
no man's land I mentioned?
Hmm?
I'm considering a solo trip back there during my research downtime, just to see how things are.
I thought you researched
I
like
miss
all the time,
member
though.
number 55 reaching to sometimes. She used to always make something delicious for me to drink every time we parted ways. I hope I won't meet member number 4 Polka Kakamond. That would be quite troublesome.
I'd like to meet them.
Who knows when
I'd
the
like to
next
meet most of
gathering
the
of geniuses will
that
be.
up just for fun.
Do you have anything else you want to say to me?
I hope you will come back and visit your
I promise I
creations.
will, Mr. Assistant. If fate allows and you're interested, upon our next meeting, we could journey to No Man's Land and traverse its tranquil glaciers. Though I suppose it wouldn't be No Man's Land anymore. What a conundrum.
They were so cute. I remember that much. What's it say on the board? I love that those are the failures for trying to create what we just beat. Alright. Yay! Wait, what? There's more? I thought I would be done. I thought I was done. I thought I was done. Is it just telling Asta that Ranmei left, or?
It's still early. Where to now?
Asta's not even there. Go tell Asta. Hello? Group message. Welcome, new friend. Rich Knowit. I'm on to see. The ID here looks familiar. What accountability. Oh, now we're attacking freaking...
Inheritor Newsflash. Good evening, Madam
Herta?
Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast.
No, actually, these are fans of
The
Herta, so
great
no.
Madam Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest
But-
and condemnation.
She was never on the space station to begin with. Isn't she just using, like, little puppet bodies? What? But she's not even here. These are idiots of the highest variety. Hold on, I'm considering. Yeah. Assuming that Herta actually needs to be saved, but... No, he's not. Seriously. Let's not poke our noses into other people's business. Isn't that acid job? Our job is to sit here and quietly judge the quality of their work. It's like, what? No, you need to act another job, but that's okay. Okay, this was useless. Why do I keep getting invited to this? Yeah, I doubt she was actually attacked, A. And B, even if she was attacked, she was probably attacked by one of her clones was attacked. Whoa, huh? The F just happened. I literally turned to see.
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion: their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need him.
Hi, Ratio.
The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was him.
What does it matter that Herta's puppet was attacked? You can make more, can't you?
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
We're doing more Ratio stuff now. So before it was Ron May,
He's
now it's
only
Ratio.
just woken up, dazed. He may
What?
need a few pointers.
I never get him with his mask.
Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
Mr. Trailblazer,
You're also part of my party, so I
you
would
must
not
have
forget
many
you.
Questions. Please be patient. Asta will explain it all to you.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal.
There's no surveillance? On this station?
No. The attack happened on a base outside the station, beyond the surveillance camera's range.
Okay.
She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
Then why are we worried about this?
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Ratio?
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess
Why does he
some
take on and put
semblance
off
of
the map?
competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them. They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources.
Are you talking about the intelligence?
However, this attack
The Genius
was
Society?
timed a little
Aren't you part of the
too
Genius Society?
well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
Aloof response is because it's not her. What does she care? She just says, okay, I'll make another body. What does it matter? Not important. They want to send trouble my way? Ugh. Why?
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius?
I'm not certain
Quite
about
the
that.
paradox, if you ask
I
me.
don't remember that him saying anything to that degree, but you know.
Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet?
Probably running errands for her if I had to. I was doing something specifically.
Don't play the fool. Think.
I'm not playing the fool.
I think I was.
She wasn't there when I walked in, so I think. Before that glitch.
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure you can manage that, can't you? Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
Why is my
I
memory
think
full of
she
holes?
mentioned something important, but
Like that way, anyway.
I can't remember.
I can understand if, like, I remember she said something about, you know, this, but like he's remembering the
only
words
there were
very
some
specifically,
hints.
except for the one word.
maybe.
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
My memory is kind of hazy. What did I do after that? This is what I recall before I met Herta, but I can't remember some of the details. Let me try to remember the conversation with Asta.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea?
Why?
Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest you
Why
ask
is
them
everybody
about
cursing
it.
all of a sudden? Jeez.
Asta seems to have mentioned two names. Two researchers from the Departments of Ecology and Insight.
I remember Hinkle,
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth online.
as per usual.
If I discover who's behind this, they're gonna wish they'd never crossed me. A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body? Isn't that just a jinx?
A jinx? Why are we talking about Pokemon all of a sudden? I'm kind of lost.
Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos?
Wait, what?
Well, I might be the Department of Ecology head, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to curios. Adler would be of more help, but he's been investigating some paranormal phenomenon. I haven't seen him all day.
Adler.
I must say, it's a little embarrassing for the space station to be in such disarray while guests are visiting.
No, really?
We've been through a huge crisis and are still recovering. But there are some who are trying to exploit the chaos to agitate the workforce.
Catch 'em all. Sure.
People are growing more and more distrustful of the management here. It's probably turned into a big headache for Asta, too. Never mind, I shouldn't be telling you this. It's something that we researchers need to resolve ourselves. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Why do people keep saying that to me?
Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with him.
Cognition chasms.
It was Adler was with Arlen.
Stay here for a second. I'm curious. Is there anything interesting around here, or am I kind of like done and done?
Adler was with Arlen.
Meh.
What?
Moving on.
He went to the scene alone with Peppy?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I know you're upset.
We're walking the dog.
The dog is where?
We're having a walk.
You having a walk? Is that what it is?
Like I said, we're walking the dog.
So I'm the dog?
Probably.
They seem to be hiding something.
Is there something you need?
Oh, really? What a coincidence. We're looking for him, too.
I thought you were walking the dog.
That kid sure is brave, running straight to the scene on his own.
Scene? Scene of what?
No danger. Of course he's not in danger.
Then why is he brave? Tell me.
Brother Arlen, I can't keep this up anymore.
Can you leave the talking to me next time?
You're probably not going to be any better at it if I have to be honest, Arlen.
Let's walk and talk.
The dog?
Why are you looking for Adler?
Reasons?
A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help.
Will he, though? Okay, yeah, I do want to go this way.
Careful. The fragmentum in this area is very unstable.
No, I want my phone. Hold on. Or at least my... we're gonna switch.
Just stand behind me and do what you can.
Attack!
Existence is unity.
It's time.
Hold on. She took a lot.
I'm on guard.
Grace and elegance.
Do you admit this crime?
Stay put. Get there.
Lands at the ready.
Yeah, I figured I'd hold on to that.
A few more days to my wake span.
Wait, that didn't sound the same. The way she said there's a few more days to my wake
In
span?
custody. Who's next?
Over
Adler
there!
Papeshi?
As I thought, he's in trouble. Let's go.
Oh. Eternal.
It's time.
Well. Yeah, no, I think this will be fine.
By the order of the Ten Lords, execute the Marastruck!
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind. Enjoying yourself?
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
There we go.
I'm on guard.
Fiends or devil. I'll crush them all!
No one misses the Marastruck.
Grace and elegance.
Do you admit this crime?
Lance at the ready.
Motor function restored. By the order of execute the Marastruck!
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
No one misses the Marastruck.
Oh, I love that.
You could have surrendered.
I missed using Jui.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
I'm on guard.
It's time.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Alrighty. Beautiful.
Peppy, are you okay?
That's me. What's up?
Yep, I assume. Except he
wants
doesn't have
to
the usual
ask you something
poof
about
on the head that we
Curios.
saw with other Pepeshi, but
I'll leave you to it. Adler, Peppy's in your hands now. Oh, about that investigation I asked for.
what other investigation?
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. Catch you later.
Figured something out, but that doesn't tell me what you figured out, though.
So, which curio do you want to know about? That's all you got? Too abstract.
Lame Herda.
Well, there's beauty in the abstract, I guess. Have you asked the Department of Ecology head?
Yes, I did.
She's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
What did I say?
This recollection thing is really weird
Now
right
that
now.
you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis, but it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but what was the information I forgot? And from whom?
You could have told me this after the first thing, but okay.
Let's go over it from the start. I may have overlooked something. Right. Asta mentioned another name.
This is just... Okay.
My memories of Arlen and Adler are hazy.
Asta.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body.
I'm remembering something from before,
Sorry,
the thing I
but
remembered
nothing
later.
comes to mind.
I like this kind of time travel, per se.
how's it going? Did you find the information you're after? I see. Is that what Hinkle and think? At least that counts as a lead. See? My researchers are pretty outstanding.
Wait, why does it edit that one out?
Anxious, me? Is it that obvious?
It is.
After the Legion's invasion, the space station has been under constant scrutiny. Physical damage can be easily repaired, but it takes a long time to heal the wounds in people's hearts.
Not wrong.
Some researchers have been questioning the management and security of the space station ever since the invasion.
Of course.
Things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction efforts, but the researchers' disappearances have rattled them again.
Again and again and again. Oh.
Yes. 4 researchers have inexplicably disappeared in a matter of days.
Oh,
no
now we're on
exit
Herta. Okay.
logs, no traces. Vanished.
Okay, you wanna know what? That's fair. Now Herta's disappearance makes a
People
little
were
bit more
just
sense.
starting to
Like,
regain
even
their
if it's just a
footing after
puppet.
the
It's not,
catastrophe.
this is just a
I didn't want
continuation
panic
of what's
to
been
spread,
happening.
So I suppressed the reports and told the security department to investigate in secret.
That sounds like a bad idea.
However, as you can see, it's hard to keep secrets in a sardine can like this.
If you knew that.
Rebuilding trust is harder than
Does
establishing
she have
it
2
in
ID
the
cards
first
on her
place.
now that I see?
I'm concerned someone's pulling strings to sway public opinion.
'Cause she's got the one around her neck. And then the one
Anyway,
that's hanging
the
from
most important
her
thing is to get to the bottom of the
sleeve
disappearances.
on her right arm.
That's okay, but thank you for the offer. Aren't you helping Madame Herta with something already? Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look into it too. I'll find a way to solve the problem for the space station.
Alright.
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The only thing I remember is that they're from the Department of Insight. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
Did I?
Let me describe it again in case you... Send me a signal when you see train...
I think she mentioned if only there was...
Anyway, keep up the good work.
Why did it send me this way?
Hey, what brings you here?
I'm not that wonderful.
It's all taken care of. Here's the account you asked for.
Sure.
Oh, you've small scale. Best left under the...
Again?
Here too. Did my memory piece together? Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base zone. What did Emily say?
I'm popping back and forth for no reason, I suppose.
I say, what a wonderfully intelligent-looking young lady.
Okay.
I'm not that wonderful. I'm just okay.
Just okay.
No need to be modest. At my age, you get a feel for intelligence. Though I confess I did
Feel
hear
for
someone say you were the
All right.
shining star of the Department of Insight.
Sure. Can I help you with something?
See this material here? People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any
Isn't that why you have
younger,
glasses, though?
and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can...
You'd think they would have. Someone in the
Again? How many times
Genie
has it
still
been?
would have fixed this already.
You're really pushing my buttons.
Oh, another smart-looking youngster.
Wait, if you can't even read, how can you
It's
tell if I'm
about
smart or
time
not,
we
huh?
had some new
Huh?
recruits.
Huh. Asta told you to find me? A curio that doesn't have a body but is alive. Isn't the Department of Ecology full of curio experts? That's got nothing to do with the Department of Insight. However, I've heard of such a species. A
colleague who came back from a business trip said that the Cienjo Alliance has life forms like that.
The Cienjo?
Don't get me wrong, I was merely relaying information. I didn't mean I'd help you. The atmosphere on the space station has been getting stranger lately. It's risky taking sides.
Taking sides?
The Cienjo species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The Cienjo species Emily mentioned.
Can you stop repeating yourself twice? Let me talk to Adler first.
Have you asked the Department of Ecology? She's...
Huh?
She's not wrong. But... that's right! They're called Heliobi. I guess you could say that Wubbaboos and Heliobi are sort of like cousins. Both are types of energy life form.
Okay.
Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis. But it needs verifying. Let's call it a day.
I figured you'd come to me. I'm sorry. The situation is...
Just as I thought.
I'm sorry. I see. Could you also tell that Lady Asta was feeling the pressure? I'll be honest with you.
It's been
tough.
As usual.
The surveillance didn't capture anything regarding the researcher's disappearance. There's only one clue. Adler observed that the automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances occurred.
Fire sprinklers? Interesting.
That means that every victim's disappearance was accompanied by some inexplicable fire. When we made visits to the scenes, some of the witness testimony seemed to agree with this. The words they used were spontaneous combustion of the human body.
Spontaneous?
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. That's most likely the truth.
Is it though?
I need to go over it from the start.
I like this idea of piecing together memories based upon other memories.
Send me a signal when you see...
I think she mentioned if only there were some hint.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's an energy life form. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it. That's not the point. I wouldn't be bothering with it if it didn't have something to do with the Genius Society. Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want.
I guess we got everything.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama?
I mean, Asta. These are who I saw next.
A second-hand account. She wasn't at the scene. Hearsay hardly counts as compelling evidence, now does it?
Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Oh, I was an idiot. I should have done that.
If you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. But as it stands, not a single soul can corroborate his story.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth.
Not when you're doing it as a judgment on someone versus
If
just research.
he is truly innocent, he can clear his name with answers. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
Correct.
And the assignment involves
Are we playing Ace Attorney now? I just realized.
Doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
The curio isn't the point. Herta was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to Herta.
Yes. That seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio.
I did.
However, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
I remember now.
That's enough pretend, however.
Okay.
She decided to hold her tongue until now?
So that's what happens when I get it wrong. Nice to know. All right.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management, ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion, and cause great internal strife.
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, the Intelligentsia Guild's representative wouldn't be linked to the space station, but would still share the IPC's position.
There you go.
They wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. Two birds with one stone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department.
You've heard, yet we had to bring up that Asta didn't want much getting out, huh?
Clearly, though.
I see.
It bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked. Cut the act.
Correction. There may be a correlation.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Clearly, cut the act. Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No. If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator.
There we go.
We don't know the location of the puppet,
it's a smart cookie.
and we can't pinpoint its signal. Don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that, but then what? You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
There should be evidence.
Usually that's the
Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating
the responsibility of the
disappearances.
prosecutor, but you know, whatever.
The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen mentioned that each victim disappeared due to spontaneous combustion.
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, But if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
Ta-da! See, you could have figured this out on your own, Ratio.
Were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh? What was that?
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast.
All right.
News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies.
Probably should have done this before we did Pentaconi, since we know that this guy's dead, basically. Killed by Acheron.
Can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and
Oopsie daisy.
the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
Apparently, right?
This is...
A declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people were actually disappointed in the
Like
fact that the Annihilation Gang basically amounted to nothing.
Than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Fatora, a world long since destroyed.
I would say it's pronounced Ifrit, but
His
maybe in this
race,
world it's
the
different, so it's
ever-burning
not a big
fire
deal.
demons regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase. The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood.
Who I don't know either.
Despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Okay.
Japella Brotherhood? I've heard that name somewhere.
I haven't. Would you like to share
On the
with class?
Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
Oh.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence?
About as much as a coincidence as Acheron then taking them out?
Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
I guess we should thank Acheron
The
for that.
destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive.
No, I'll be fine. Acheron took care of it.
Come with me.
Just me?
You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can.
I mean, we really don't need to do this.
Is that all?
Come back here. Dang it. Alrighty then. Hop, skip, and a jump. Let's go.
Ready to squander the remainder of your days?
But see, we're still having a little bit of an issue with the setup because again,
Not good.
the story is
This is
really
serious. The
piecemeal.
security department will do whatever we can to
I
help
will
you.
now very much agree with Panda
list
when
of
he said
missing researchers and their
this stuff
details.
might as well be main story as well.
Sure,
However,
but
because
the
it's not part of the main
security
story now,
department already combed through their backgrounds
I
and
found out he was
personal
killed.
relationships.
Oh, he made a threat on
didn't
her to
find
space
anything
station
odd.
before he was killed. Apparently,
Annihilation
oops.
Gang are a group of
This should just
die-hard thugs.
be part of the main story.
They might be attacking indiscriminately.
A list of the missing researchers and their details.
Okay.
Take it. Remember these names. Find a friend who's tuned into the gossip around here and tell them you want to know the relationship between these people.
What
I
do you
don't
have in mind?
know. That depends on your friend.
My friend? What does my friend matter? It's been a while. Can I put it on my tab? Pick of Himeko. 20% interest for every 5 trades. You give me one more pick. So very like you. That's it. Now that that's settled, you need to go ahead and tell me. There you go. Let me find the connection between these people. Oh, how interesting. Disappearance has been a hot topic and the news tightly controlled. Even I don't have a complete list. Representative Management 2? Why would I be? I'm just a small fry. I can take any chance to slack off where I can. Those who love gossiping about higher ups don't have enough things to do in their lives. It's the same people who randomly create their own expectations and then disappointed when those aren't met. Nothing good will come out of hanging out with them. You sure are enlightened. You flatter me, but I still remember what you owe me. Don't worry, I'll get in touch if I have any news.
What else do you need me to do?
Take me to the one who knows the most about curios within the Department of Ecology, if you would be so kind.
He disappeared too.
So then this is all related.
I didn't really notice at first. Adler's difficult to get a hold of at the best of times.
Is he short?
But it's been a few system hours, and I still can't reach him. The last time I saw him was in the Master Control Zone. He was with Wen Sherling from the Department of Implement Arts.
Lead the way. You said Adler was on the verge of a discovery, yet couldn't confer his knowledge. Intriguing and frustrating, to say the least. If his disappearance is also related to the case here, then maybe he really did stumble upon something important.
True. The keywords that got Adler thinking were energy life forms. Duke Inferno is also an energy life form. Coincidence?
I think not!
We need to investigate this.
Because of this title. For anything related to Databag, come find me. About Duke Inferno. The Annihilation Gang. It's best not to get involved with him. Space Station met with some trouble and has something to do with him. Arlen will fill you on the details. I want to know more about him. Understood. Wait for my contact. You be careful. As soon as the situation changes, notify us as soon as possible.
That jerk! Jerk!
Alright.
Fine! Disappear! I don't ever want to see your face again!
What did Adler do to you? Because I assume this is Adler related.
He disappeared! He's been acting really weird recently. Always researching stuff like spontaneous combustion, supernatural activities. He doesn't even answer me when I speak to him. He was talking to himself.
Like he's crazy.
What did he talk about?
Possibly?
He kept saying the word phrase.
Phrase.
Maybe it's not felt that way, I wonder.
Who said I want him back?
You did.
But if you want to find him, he was reading this booklet the last time I saw him. I don't know exactly what he's searching for, but I hope it can help you.
It can't. You're useless to me. Oh, hey, Pamela. What's up? Yo. Got something? Yep, but it's not what you expect. Go. The victims and their interpersonal relationships don't have any overlaps, but they all have posted pretty extreme comments against the management on the dark web and have a long number of supporters. Huh? Then how is that related to Herta? I know this result will bring a lot of things to mind, but regrettably it's the truth. Now Herta's unrelated.
Your countenance suggests tragedy.
Relatively.
So the researchers who disappeared were at the forefront of challenging management. Isn't that a curious puzzle piece?
Oh, very curious.
I finished browsing through this booklet while you were replying to messages. It recorded the lives of a few Genius Society members. I'd say it contains some interesting information. It's time to go back and chat with Lady Asta and Mr. Screwlum.
Is it? Oh, Don Hung. Talk to me about Ifrit. Ifrit, sorry. I think we only scratched the surface of this Ifrit. What's wrong? What happened? Fire demons of Fatora are ferocious and cruel by nature, but Ifrit rose the position of clan leader. Even among the fire demons, his flames belongs to a special category. What do you mean? In my vicious incidents instigated by the Everflame Mansion, in many sorry. God damn it, Don Hung! I want to read your stuff. You're typing too fast. Slow down. Thank you. In many vicious incidents instigated by the Everflame Mansion, I found similar eyewitnesses reports claiming that the miscreants materialized from the Inferno. I speculate Ifrit's flame may have inherited some ability other than burning, and that's related to his origin. I've heard of a flame with similar properties that was difficult to capture because it kept shifting between phases. There's the phases. It's phases, not phrases. That's okay. There's not much information about it. Only one line catches the eye. It burns through worlds, leaving numerous scions of flame behind. Ifrit is perhaps one of its descendants. Between phases. That's all I have. The number of related records was limited, but I hope. Not sure if that was helpful. It's enough. That's good. Bye-bye. Peace. All right. Let's go talk to him. Let's take this on real quick. Because I can.
Enjoying yourself?
I'm asking questions. A test. 0 points.
Grace and elegant existence is unity.
SAS, knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
There's more to life.
Zero points. Not bad. points.
Bees or devil. I'll crush them all. I'm on guard.
That way he keeps getting hit.
Your answers?
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
We're good.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again.
Need to heal because she's dying.
Lance at the ready. Lance! Forward!
I'm asking questions. Answer me.
There we go.
0 points.
This is gonna get crazy.
Some value, I suppose. Eternal.
Not a scratch.
Kind of healing them, unfortunately.
Bees or devil. I'll crush them all.
Test. SAS Perkibi. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
It's time.
There's more to life.
Attack that one.
Every
Oh my
petal
god, they
will
keep
be
just
swept away by the
splitting and
wind.
splitting and splitting. How am I supposed to get rid of all of them?
Your answers? Answer me. 0 points.
Some value, I
Lance
suppose.
ablaze. Lance!
Break through this. Good. Finally. Oof. Just big oof.
Just as my calculations predicted.
Alright. Talk to me.
You're back. I've been monitoring the dark web. I barely managed to stop the video from spreading. The incident hasn't grown any bigger, for now. How are things with you?
Yeah, about that.
Less than promising. Or to use a different phrase, we're in deep trouble. We're running out of time. Let's retrace our steps and evaluate the situation. From the data we've collected, there are 3 avenues we can explore.
Delineation.
First, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information. The next angle is what the victims have in common, distasteful as that discussion may be.
Alright.
Last is the abilities of Duke Inferno and the next first, Adler's disappearance. He must have come across some vital information.
I understand. So the answer...
Tenuous connection. First, Adler, the next angle is what the victims have in common, distasteful as that discussion may be. First.
Adler also.
You think that Adler's
Indeed. And first, Adler's the next angle.
Distasteful discussion.
A mere glance at their background would, however, After Lady Asta must... The next angle is what the victims have in last is the abilities of...
The link between the...
First, Adler, the next angle is what the victims have in common. This taste last is the abilities of Duke. During prior unrest instigated by the Everflame Mansion, some testified to seeing miscreants materialize from the Inferno. The flickering tongues of Duke Inferno's fire carrying a certain property, and this property is the secret behind spontaneous human combustion. Look, the answer. This booklet describes a kind of fire that can phase through dimensions, claiming it burns through worlds, leaving new. The kindling of this unique flame must be the missing curio that Hurt has been searching for, and Duke Inferno is evidently spawned from it. I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered. This booklet describes... I fear that this is the truth Adler discovered.
There we go. I was double checking to see if there's anything else.
When Schurling said, Adler kept muttering about a phrase before he disappeared. I believe this word was actually phase. He saw Member 29 Sir Call's research topic in this booklet and verified his hypothesis. As a scion of the phase flame, Duke Inferno would naturally share similar capabilities. Full-on phase shifting may be a bit too ambitious for him, but teleportation, that's likely more his speed. That is the truth of the spontaneous human combustion. The researchers didn't disappear. They were moved.
Ta-da!
We don't know where the victims went, but Duke Inferno's plan is now clear.
All right.
And the sudden and consecutive disappearances provided the best environment for chaos to fester. Once the seed of unrest has sprouted, he will then send out an announcement for an imminent attack. It will push the crisis from the dark into the light, catalyzing it into new growth and bloom. The next step would be to ignite the spark. Look at those researchers who disappeared. What would happen if someone realized their similarities? I need say no more.
It was all a premeditated trap to stir up chaos on the space station.
Yup.
We're running out of time.
Uh-oh. Too late now.
This...
No, it isn't enough.
Indeed, it needs one more spark.
What do you mean?
If you limit your involvement to this, there's still room for excuses. If it were me, I wouldn't give you the chance.
Could it be?
Huh? What is it?
There we go.
Stay calm.
She didn't sound that
Asta
panicked about
was
it. I don't know what you're talking
teleported.
about.
Her life was not in danger. Based on first-hand experience, I have ascertained that Ifrit's flame is simply a splinter of the primordial phase flame, lacking any phase shift ability. Logic. Asta is still within the confines of the space station.
I assume the others are too, in that case.
That flame must still be somewhere inside the station. Find it, and we'll find a way to bring her back.
A splinter, you say? The arrogance of the gifted is charming in its own way. Try then if you must.
It seems that Duke Inferno didn't deign to personally grace the space station. He merely cast infernal fire into our midst to wreak havoc among the researchers. When the fire fizzles out, his malevolent plans will vanish without a trace.
I don't like
will
shifting
head to
blame.
Herta's
I like
office
finding
and
the
activate
truth.
the folded space in the curio storage
If
room.
I shift blame, it's only
With some
because the
changes
person
to
I'm
its
blaming is
parameters, I can
the
use
true
it to block the
person at
fire's
issue here.
teleportation routes and seal it inside the station. Mr. Ratio, please go with Mr. Trailblazer and contain the fire.
Infernal fire is also a form of energy life form. The imaging device will pick up its trace. Follow it. The way is awash with flames. It must have just teleported. Be careful. Get ready to dash into the fire.
Through the fire and the flames we carry on.
See? It's still in the space station. Like Skrullum said, it cannot escape from... Do you know what to do with cornered prey? Hunt it to the death.
Alright. I will follow the marking ones. Hello.
The fire is dying.
It's still resisting. The fold in the space has shifted.
Alright. So if you can figure that out, then let's continue. No touchies. Alright. Picking off, going upstairs, hopefully.
Why? This has nothing to do with you.
The flame is
But it
getting
does.
weaker. Duke Inferno can't maintain it anymore.
But it does. It's below me. Nope. That was wrong.
What is your goal?
Seems like this chase is about to end.
No more firewall here. Yeah, well, depends on how much money they decide to spend on this stuff in the first place, you know? Here we are.
It's over.
Is it though?
Ignorant fools blindly chasing the firelight, not knowing that the blessings of destruction already lie at their feet. It is little wonder that even the descent of the Savior's Legion was unable to cleanse this place. I will acknowledge my brashness. For now, But next
Forevermore.
time,
Good if Akron has anything to say about that.
no intermediaries. I will come to personally offer you the demise of your sins with infernal fire.
A small fragment of consciousness in there is gone. Duke Inferno has discarded this fire. Oh? No. Hold on.
What? I have a Stellaron inside me. I don't know why. Oh, we gotta fight. Alright.
Ah, the banal theatrics of stalling. Let's not, shall we?
Answer me. 0 points.
Existence is unity.
You fools!
I'm gonna hold everyone back again!
Nice teamwork.
I'm asking questions.
Test.
SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Dare attack me! Fiends or devil.
Can you get tight?
Them all.
I do need to heal, so give me a second here.
Nice teamwork. Lance ablaze. Lance!
Hold up to here.
Forward! 0 points. It's time.
Every petal in life's all will be swept away by the wind.
Not bad.
Answer me.
Got rid of one.
Get them. Lance at the ready.
Some value, I suppose. Eternal.
Established.
Your answers?
Test. Free. I'm on guard.
Fires, fires, fires.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
There's more to life.
I'm asking questions.
Answer me.
SAS knowledge, the measure of
There we go.
truth and falsehood.
Stay put.
Good for now.
Get them. 0 points. Fiends or devil. I'll crush them all. It's time.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Test. Get them.
Existence is unity.
Your answers? Answer me. 0 points.
It's okay. It's okay. Outside of she needing some heals.
So this is the worth of life.
So this is the
And that's only the first round. Oh my god.
Materializing from the inferno. Seems like Dr. Primitive wasn't wrong. Answer me.
Grace and elegance.
SAS, knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
We're good there.
0 points.
That's what I was hoping for.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again!
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze.
I kind of wish that I could switch out which one I selected, considering, but you know, whatever.
Every petal and all will be swept away.
At this
by
point,
the
it doesn't matter. Let's go.
I'm asking questions.
I didn't mean to hit that button, but that's fine. That's fun.
Fiends or devil. I'll crush them all.
Your answers? A test. The fire is weakening. It's preparing to flee. You, keep your eye out for Lady Asta's whereabouts.
Why? Okay. Anyway, not important.
Answer me. SAS, knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Some value, I suppose.
We need to reset.
Existence is unity. Enjoying yourself? Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
0 points.
That'll be fine.
Grace and elegance.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again!
Nice teamwork.
Alright.
Answer me. 0 points.
Savor the mistake.
Alrighty.
I'm scared!
Stay put. Get that. I'm on guard.
Alright, by himself. Perfect.
SAS, knowledge, the measure of truth.
Perfect. We're running good. We're running good.
Fiends or devil. I'll crush them all. Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
0 points.
Existence is unity.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again!
Get them. It's time.
Huzzah! What about the others? Just No, all that matters is Asta. No one cares.
Good work. You did very well.
I can understand why we don't care about Herta, because again, it's just one of her puppets, but what about the other 3 or 4 researchers?
Rest assured, Asta only had a fright. She is recovering in the clinic. While you were chasing the enemy, the security department also found the missing researchers. Affirmation. They are all safe and sound.
How'd you
It
find
was
them?
all thanks to Adler. They fell into a spatial curio and could not leave until the Department of Ecology's most knowledgeable curio expert solved it from within. Many of them were shaken by their experience when Arlen found them, but they are otherwise fine.
Is it over?
Yes, it is over.
So you say.
This business is over, and I believe the space station will be able to deal with any internal aftershocks. In Herta's stead, I thank you for your efforts, sir. But there is one mystery, and that is something I must deal with myself.
Why? The lead researcher asked, I was attacked too. That Duke Inferno, devious, conniving. Laughs in the masses have always been terrifying. Masterminding her own kidnapping, okay. Of course he did. Why does this little flame thing reminds me of like stuff out of Sonic the Hedgehog? I don't know why.
I've been waiting.
I screw him.
Fallout from this incident remains. Surely you have plenty of pressing matters to attend to. Or is the safety of the space station beneath your concern?
Beneath you?
Answer. That is exactly why I came. After all, the principal figure in this whole affair is right here.
When did you start to doubt me?
When he said doubt was
When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more
I was going to say,
naturally than
when you
belief.
said it yourself.
I've had the same bad habit as you since the beginning, Mr. Ratio.
Dr.
I must say, I'm quite honored, Mr. Screwlum. But do explain, why opt for silent wisdom when you already had the pieces of the puzzle?
Reasons?
For curiosity's sake. Affirmation. I made the same decision as you, to accompany and observe.
Alright.
Oh, and when did you become convinced?
Objectively speaking, aside from some minor spiritual trauma, no researchers were hurt in this attack, which never aligned with the Annihilation Gang's modus operandi.
That's true.
Logic, a third party saved them.
Had I not fortuitously acquired a spark of the phase flame and intervened in Duke Inferno's teleportation, those people would already be space waste, floating past the windows here.
You are more candid than I calculated.
But still behaving within your calculations, no? One last question, Screwlum. Genius though you are, can you deduce why I did this?
So basically, he saved everybody.
I
Wonderful.
cannot be sure and can only hypothesize. Helping the weak hints at the merciful instinct of a medical doctor, but maintaining a cool, detached observation reveals the strictness of a scholar. And pulling the strings from behind the curtain
Strictness of the scholar?
is akin to laying down the gauntlet to a genius.
The ruler of planet Screwlum is indeed well versed in the human mind. It's a pity you're as much in the ivory tower as other geniuses. You still got one thing wrong. To stand aside and observe is the best treatment one can give. There is a disease called foolishness that is harder to cure than any ailment. The path of erudition has neither reason nor logic.
But you're the hunt,
geniuses wander among the stars, the ordinary can't even trace their footsteps. Those less gifted have no choice but to walk alone, enduring a lifetime of tumbles and triumphs.
Okay.
But even a life marked by failure is a life worth living. It is only in moments of solitude and despair, when help is absent, that fools grasp how to pick themselves up.
Oh, he's telling you to pick us
I have
himself up by the
a
bootstraps.
fastidious nature.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot stand fools, idiots, or imbeciles. Seeing them fills me with dread. Regrettably, this space station is just like the Intelligentsia Guild, devoid of geniuses and filled with mediocrity.
All right.
You wish to uproot the researchers' blind worship of geniuses.
I am only laying out my questions. As for the answers, they'll find them themselves. Pursuit tinged with negativity is still pursuit, and it is capable of leading us to the right conclusion. For the masses of the mediocre to reach a level of awareness, this is a necessary rite of passage.
You are indeed more like a medical doctor than a scholar.
As for the spark I leave behind...
I believe Asta will deal with it properly.
It is also a lesson I left for her. With that, I take my leave. I look forward to future encounters with such brilliant minds.
I love the way
Let's hope they're as memorable as those we had today. A farce full of trivial concerns. Ultimately, they're just mediocre minds.
Alrighty. Hooray! Are we done? We done? For real this time? For real this time? Okay. Next mission. Let's do the one that Panda wanted us to do a while ago. Actually, probably should wrap up. We'll get it started at the very least. Let's go say hi to Wah Wah. Wah Wah. Who are you? Green Knife Pen? I guess she'll pronounce it, hopefully.
Yo, it's you! You're interested in the supernatural, right?
I should have met her with a different one.
Lucky for you, I just finished editing my stream. It's all the proof you need.
Never met her before in my life.
Before you watch it, I gotta ask you a question. Do you believe in ghosts? That was me copying video titles from the hottest streamers on the LoLFu. I heard they help attract more viewers. Enough chit-chat. Look, this is the weird stuff that happened yesterday when I was streaming in
Apparently,
Pixel
at this point.
What's up, guys? Little Gwei here. We've come to the
Gwei,
scariest,
is how you pronounce that first part.
place in the LoLFu, Fixstral Garden. Don't forget to like, follow, and share, or else I'm gonna chicken out. They say there's been paranormal activity Scaredy cat! You said you'd protect me! How do I stop something that doesn't have a body? I think I just saw something moving!
And a group of flames suddenly grew super big! And then they floated right out to us and they were like, ah! And Sushang was like, and then she fell.
Miss Sushang, can you get up? Aren't you getting cold?
Me and my bestie got kicked out of the garden
Oh,
straight
so Sushang
after.
is a friend of.
But did you see the key moment? What? No! There was a freezing chill, not to mention the way they drifted through the air. They were legit ghosts. Anyway, the key point was...
Am I really?
It wasn't the Realm Keeping Commission or the Cloud Knights that came to deal with it.
Oh.
It was the judges from the Ten Lords Commission.
That is true. What's the 10? Because I don't know outside of hearing the the two. Let's ask the question finally.
You've been on the Cienjo for this long and you've never heard of the Ten Lords Commission?
Nope.
They're the most
I've heard of, but nobody's
mysterious
told me what it
organization
is.
on the Cienjo.
Okay.
Their investigators always pop up out of nowhere, then disappear without a trace.
Uh-huh.
If they show up, you know something serious is going down.
I mean, fair.
In other words, something big must have happened in Fixtral Garden for them to show up.
All right. Maybe it was just a false alarm.
Possibly. But the judges kicked me and Sushang out of there straight away. It looked like they were setting something up in the garden before we left. There has to be a conspiracy. Oh, I mean, ghosts.
Way nothing.
Actually,
I'm
do
trying to
you have some
think about how
free
to pronounce her
time?
name.
Do you want to explore Fixtral Garden together? Just the two of us? I guarantee you we're gonna reveal the truth this time.
I'm fairly certain we're not, but that's okay. You know what? Yeah, let's just face it. I'm gonna be as brave as possible.
This is what people like us live for. Let's go.
Yeah, you looked like you were about to piss your pants in the video, just saying. Sojourner's Ghastly Reverie. There is one thing I want to try and adjust here. And that is our team lineup. Let's just replace Ratio with Jue.
Just stand behind me and do what you can.
And we shall be good to go, I think. Teleport quickly. Streaming career. Supernatural stuff, I don't know. I hate being here because it reminds me of the one side quest that I'm forced to do for the main quest, which was the best idea they've ever done, and they've never replicated it. Also, it was very sad, to be absolutely honest. Big bummers all around.
It's so dark in here.
It feels like we're being watched.
Where's your phone?
Did anyone ever tell you the scary stories about Fixtral Garden?
How about you told me there before we came? That would have been the best idea. Silly Gui. Was it Gui? I forget. Don't think so.
Then allow me. As a streamer, I've done my fair share of research. Let me find my script.
Script? Hold on.
Wandering fox spirits and ghostly tales. Fixtral Garden was originally a garden delve constructed by a Foxian craftmaster.
Uh-huh.
It was a place for their kin to rest, write poems, and feast, etc., etc. It said the elite pilots of the Foxians were almost wiped out in the Denizens of Abundance War 30 years ago. People went to the Foxum tomb in Fixtral Garden to grieve for the departed. Because of this, Fixtral Garden rarely saw visitors and was bereft of joy. Over time,
Thixtral Garden became full of flickering, ghostly flames, and weeping lamentations echoed through the air. The rumor that the garden was haunted spread like wildfire among Xianzhou Luofu residents.
You know, after we just went through teleporting fire, this ghostly fire stuff doesn't seem that bad. It's like, are we sure this isn't teleporting people away? Are we sure this is actually bad fire? Are we certain about this right now? And who wrote that for you?
Aw, man, is it that obvious? I paid Mr. Cian to write it up for me. Sounded a little too professional, huh?
From your usual stuff,
I know
yes.
it's easy to cast doubt, but the Ten Lords Commission actually showed up this time.
Yi was there.
Speaking of which, we have to avoid running into the judges. If we get kicked out, it'll all be for nothing.
Unless you recorded stuff.
Anyway, that's the background. Let's keep moving and watch your step.
I've actually never met Yi. It was Dan Heng that did. So obviously I've never met Huohua, so we'll find out. We want to go over there. Hi, Panda. I figured that if I started playing this, you'd show up.
Is that all?
Whoa, this place feels pure evil.
Time to get some footage.
That wheeze from her laugh was cute. I loved it. Okay, we're gonna try to take these guys on for funsies. Because we can!
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind. Existence is unity.
It's time. No amnesty for the Marstruck.
I can do this! Give me strength!
I'm on guard.
My only issue is what I mentioned really early on, in the fact that since it wasn't part of the main story, they kept mentioning the Annihilation Gang that we saw in the main story is already dead, specifically Ifrit. So it's just like, huh, it seems kind of, oops, I should have done this earlier. Again, me problem, but it is a problem that is, you know, they should have put it in the main story if something like that was going to happen, you know? Yeah, I heard that basically a lot of people had a complaint about the fact that Acheron killed Ifrit because there was a lot of, I assume because, like you said, this stuff is considered technically part of main story while not actually being part of main story. That it seemed to be setting up the Annihilation Gang as something super important and all of a sudden they're gone.
Of the Ten Lords.
Yeah.
Execute the Marstruck! You could have surrendered.
I don't need... Actually, I do. I want to give boosty damage.
Fiends or devil, I'll crush them all! Lance ablaze! Lance!
Doing these will fix the problem in the end, of future? Yeah, for the most part. That's why I'm hoping to kind of burn through them, you know, as quickly as relatively possible, obviously. You're already dead, so... I think we're good. Let's kill this guy before he is.
Oh, what if it hurt?
Stay put.
By the order of the Ten,
Break it.
execute the Marastruck!
Oh yeah, no, of course. No, I have a feeling, considering how much of the continuation that I have, I was going to finish them all, but...
It's time.
I was actually surprised that there was a Dr. Ratio one behind the, Ron May one, essentially.
Eternal. Every petal, all will be swept away.
That's the only thing that I got kind of surprised by so far. But now I know for the future that technically as soon as I finish one, I might as well... yeah, we don't.
Lance at the ready.
Some value I... There's more to life.
Lance ablaze.
Lance! Forward!
Okay. Interesting.
You could have surrendered. No one misses the Marastruck. I can do this!
No, everybody still got boosties on the left side. Yeah, no, let's just... I hit the wrong button for that. Okay, let's just do this. Alright. Ever since I got Waffle, a lot of this is pretty... not, I won't say easy, but at the very least, you know, things are not as difficult as they used to be.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
I figured as much. I saw her in the little stream cutscene. Let's get rid of the stuff that doesn't actually revamp.
By the order of the Ten Lords, execute the Marastruck!
Oh, is that? Because as I mentioned at the start, with the final fight for Ron May's part of the continuation, I kept struggling against that boss because of all the replication and all that other jazz, and then all of a sudden I bring in Bukwa and boom.
You can't play dead standing up.
It's time.
Let's get some shields up and taunt everybody over.
No one misses the Marastruck. It's time.
Lance ablaze.
Lance! Forward!
Yeah, unfortunately I only have one Bukwa I was able to pull. But I got her light one too, so there is that. Oh, you know what?
I'm on guard.
Some value, I suppose.
I almost wonder if I really need defensive trailblazer.
Interesting. Show it to that silly child.
That read was different than I remember, because I remember playing with Zhui Yi a lot in the Luofu. But that sounded really different. I had already had a feeling of that during another read that Zhui Yi had when we were still doing it. Huh. Huh. Did they rework, well, sorry, Zhui Yi's lines as well? I haven't done much with my gear. It's probably most of the reason why I was probably struggling before more than not having Hua Hua. Oh, it's a butterfly.
Hey, it looks like there's someone up ahead. Let's go around.
So we went up to go back down to go back up again. I find it funny that
Whoa, this place feels pure evil. Time to get some footage.
or not. Maybe there's a way around that I didn't notice.
I wonder if this thumbnail would be approved. Shh. Follow me. Keep quiet and tread lightly.
Wrath Warden.
Sneaking around, are we?
No, we're not. Shut up. Okay, if I don't need defense Trailblazer anymore, who can I use in place? Technically, I suppose Dr. Ratio would be my next strongest fit. Or I could bring in Serval for AoE damage. Well, that's the major issue I have. Oh, right. Well, that's the major issue I had whenever I had to bring Ratio and Zhui, is that they're both kind of single target for the most part. I know Zhui has the ability to do multi-target, but it's not very strong in the multi.
The path is clear. Let's get going.
And everybody down here is like either not leveled at all or not leveled enough.
In custody. Who's next?
The thing is, I don't need that much single target. Maybe I do. I don't know. Let's do Ratio for now. We'll find out later.
Harnessing and tempering the instincts of life. You know.
Actually, with the ice, hold on. For funsies, just because they have a weakness of ice and wind, and I'm not going to put another... Let's just do... Herta or Pella? I know. I was going to say that. I was going to say, I see, your only problem with Pella is I already have ice. But the ice is not really damaging. She's there literally for buff. And since these guys' weakness is ice and wind, and then obviously physical, which I don't have many physical. Let's do Pella, just because I don't really use her that often. Or I should say that I don't use her at all. Wow, she's short. She's the same size as Hua Hua. Haha! I drew you away.
Existence is unity.
Commencing support.
I know that specifically Herta was really good when I was still on the Asian servers or Oceanic servers, I can't remember. And I had what's her face? Himeko. Himeko did really well because of the triggering.
Ready for another?
You could have petal in life's garden. All will be swept away by the wind.
By the Order of the Ten, execute the Marastruck!
Grace and elegance.
Enemy targets detected.
Do you admit this crime?
I'm never gonna be able to heal if they keep freaking attacking. Oh no. Mistakes were made. I know, right?
Whoa, I didn't know you were so strong, bro. But these are Lawfu officials. If we're interrogated, we need to get our story straight.
No, we don't. We just keep running.
Inventory complete. Quietly.
Another challenge one, huh?
Analyze the targets before you make a plan of action.
Let's just continue with the story because I'm not going to be on for that much longer. Unless we need to be fighting. Alrighty. Here we are.
Halt! What's up, guys? Hear me out.
Have you been recording the whole time, please?
State your name and your business. Arrest them immediately.
Pick one or the other, not both.
Suspicious individuals in a restricted area are detained first and interrogated later. No exceptions.
Restricted area? Since when were you in charge of Fixtral Garden?
Don't come any closer!
Fiends or devils. I'll crush them all!
Haha, I could still do my ult. Doesn't matter the stun.
Enemy targets detected. Ready for another?
Oh, cool.
Motor function restored.
Some value, I suppose.
I was able to put the heels out before we started. Huzzah!
Commencing
Every
support.
petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
By the order of the Ten Lords, execute the Marastruck!
Don't they technically work for each other? That's gonna make this a little weird.
There's more to life.
Huh? Why did they have so many turns?
Some value, I suppose.
Holy moly, they have so many turns! I don't think that's very fair.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Alrighty. Now I kind of wish I had ratio just because of the fact while the ice and wind on the side would have been a pain. Oh well. Yeah, good Lord, sure, that's what I was feeling. Jeez. No kidding, wow.
I can't spend my week span waiting.
Yes, you can. Shut up. Yeah.
Stay put!
On this side. Oh! We didn't have to win?
At ease, Wraith Warden.
Hey,
These
weren't you with...
two are
not you.
your
I don't know who
enemies.
you are. Hi.
Understood, Your Honor.
Wait, is she part of the Ten Lords too? I've seen her around,
Look
obviously,
how pale
in
she
banners
is.
and whatnot.
And it seems like her eyes aren't even focusing.
Is she a ghost? As a member of the Ten Lords Commission, you may as well consider me a member of the dead. I am a judge, alias Hanya. Of the four
Okay.
duties of detention, incarceration, interrogation, and punishment, I am responsible for interrogation. Therefore, I know a thing or two about you.
But you haven't interrogated us yet.
Gwynaifan, an outworlder
Gwynaifan,
unemployed. You entered Fixtral Garden.
Oh, she's not even part of? Okay.
Cloud Night, the day before yesterday.
I thought she was part of.
Unemployed? I'm a street performer and a streamer who reports on current events. A streamer. It's a legit operation.
I love her voice actor, though.
As for this one here...
Your Honor, it was all Gwynafan's idea. You must have heard of the Galactic Baseballer? I haven't met any of these people in main story, so I assume that I've never met them in general. Again, my only issue has been that apparently Gwynafan knows me when I didn't meet her at all. I assume it was something else. Your Honor, it was all her idea. I'm throwing you under the rug. I don't know who you are.
Are you really selling me out that fast? Whatever. I'll take the hit. It's true. I persuaded him to come along.
Regardless whose idea it was, this place has been designated as a restricted area.
Then why was there a boat
No
readily
one is
available to
allowed
come
to
in
enter.
here?
Tell me, Gwynaifan, why did you return here?
Which?
No reason. I haven't posted anything for ages, so I wanted to film some ghosts for my videos.
We have already told you that there are no ghosts in the Xianzhou. It is a ridiculous superstition. As a resident of the Xianzhou, you should refrain from believing or spreading rumors.
Jue Yi, there are no such thing as the ghost. There's basically a dead woman walking. You know what? That's more of a zombie thing, isn't it? Not necessarily a ghost. You know what? Objection withdrawn.
But I saw them! They had ghostly flames coming out of their body, and they were cackling. And Sushang saw them too.
She's not here to testify for you. Why am I nodding? I wasn't there.
It's hard to explain, but those things aren't ghosts. Please don't bring legends from your homeworld onto the Xianzhou. The roaming entities you saw are extremely dangerous energy parasites. We call them heliobi.
We just... Oops, I did this out of order again. This is a me problem. Once again, they talked about the heliobi in the beginning of Dr. Ratio's thing, and ta-da! Here they go again. I need to do this in the right order, or else I'm gonna get so lost. Good lord. I shouldn't say that. On the flip side of this, as much as I keep poking, holes, quote unquote holes, into Star Rail's storytelling mechanisms, this, that, and the other, doing some of the events in Blue Archive out of order has basically done the same thing, where I go and visit a certain academy that I visited in an event that I hadn't done yet, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, hey, Sensei." I'm like, "Hey, who are you?" So this is just a thing that I just need to kind of bulldog my way through it, and just ignore and hopefully keep up wherever I don't know something. I will say that at the very least, to give Blue Archive its props, is that while I might not know the person, when they say hi to me like they know me, and honestly, as much as with Gwynaifan here, as much as I don't know who you are, and why are you talking to me like you know me, it's catching me up really quick on what's going on regardless. I don't know who Fantilia is, though. Who's Fantilia? I don't think I've run into them. Oh. Alright. I guess it doesn't matter to me. I was fighting, fake Tin Young is that's all really matters to me. Whether or not she was a Heliobi makes no difference to me.
Really? I don't believe it. Heliobi? What's that? Oh, I get it. Heliobi is just another word for ghost on the Xianzhou, right? That's gotta be it.
Oh my god. Why are we friends? How did we get to know each other? Why am I following you around? I have made plenty of mistakes in my life, but right now I feel like you're the worst one. Your Honor, I don't know this woman.
Let Mr. Tail out for a bit. Mr. Tail?
Oh, is Mr. Tail also Heliobi?
I heard you. Unbelievable. What am I, her pet?
Of course, we're using similar model to what we saw with, not similar, but... yes, whatever, fine.
Mr. Tail?
I'm a Heliobus. We're not ghosts. Got it? Now scram!
Oh my god. I can't with this woman.
What a strange girl. Here to film ghosts, yet terrified when she lays eyes on one.
Wait. So you admit it! Heliobi are ghosts! Sorry, I had to. That was a perfect one for me to kind of cut in with.
Deep breaths, little Gray. Deep breaths. Can I have a small chat with this Mr. Tail?
I said scram! I have no time to talk nonsense with you!
Is he being rude though? I don't know. I can't tell. Let me... You know what? I'm gonna be...
Finally, someone with common sense!
No way! This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get something for my fits! Your Honor, if I may ask, what exactly is this fire thing? How can we prevent it from hurting people? And why is a judge carrying one around with her?
What is this fire thing? I already mentioned it's a Heliobio, and he mentioned it's a he's a Heliobus. Prevent him from hurting people. What evidence do you have that it's been hurting people thus far? Because the only evidence we have is that you two fainted at the sight of a couple of them, just FYI. And why? Oh, the third question is actually legitimate. Please.
I believe we're done here. We have important matters to attend to. Hua, please see them off.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait. Why yes, ma'am? Isn't Hua, doesn't she technically outrank Wei? Isn't she just acting on behalf of the Ten Lords and Hua is part of the Ten Lords? Now the question I have with the you lose your hand in the process, Panda, is it because your hand would be lit on fire, or is it because he would just bite it off?
Sister, don't be angry. Most of your time is spent in the field. You're not accustomed to dealing with others. Leave this to me. If I explain the reasoning, they will leave.
Or they'll get more interested and run deeper into the place without you chasing them. Oh, she's okay, very much. Okay. And sister? Isn't Shui basically dead?
As things stand, the situation in Fixstrol Garden is sure to keep drawing attention. If we forcibly dismiss these two today, their curiosity will remain. Who knows what might happen if they decide to come back? They might not be lucky enough to run into us next time.
Oh, so there is something happening here.
As I said, sister, I will handle this. I assume the two of you heard about the damage done to the Artisanship Commission's creation furnace? The Heliobi sealed within escaped, and have been haunting this place. The Ten Lords Commission has orders to capture them. I am strongly advising you to leave, for your own safety.
Heard about? I was there. I was there. Give me a second. I'm gonna get a little snacky stack. Just getting myself some soda crackers. Anyway, in Woho's trailer, she's attempting to hand in her resignation the whole time. Poor girl's scared of her own shadow, yet has a ghost for it. So, basically, the entire Ten Lords Commission's bullied her to stay as a Ten Lord. Okay. I guess that explains the bags under her eyes. Does Tail keep her up at night? Is that what's going on here?
If you have any questions, raise them now. I will do my best to satisfy your curiosity. But I hope you will keep any information you hear in strict confidence, and then leave Fixtrol Garden, never to return.
I didn't sign no non-disclosure agreement.
That's very reasonable, Your Honor. Thank you. I promise we'll leave after asking our questions.
As a clerk at the Hall of Karma, my knowledge on these matters is somewhat limited, but I will try my best to satisfy your curiosity. Please proceed.
Okay.
According to the Divination Commission's classification, they are energy parasites from the cosmos itself.
Parasites?
They are starfire essence that materialize in the form of strange fire. Metaphorically speaking, they are like moths to a flame, but that flame is the thoughts of sentient beings.
So they eat brainwave patterns? Is that what we're getting at here?
Yes. They attach themselves to sentient beings, feeding off their host's experiences and emotions.
So I was right. Mr. Tail is keeping Huohuo up at night.
In its host's nervous system, using their deepest desires and weaknesses to create wild delusions. They manipulate their host like a chess piece. The host has no choice but to obey the Heliobus, so we refer to it as possession.
So it is a ghost.
By that point, the host is no longer who they once were, but a Heliobus both similar to and completely different from their past self. The host's body will soon be exhausted by the Heliobus, like burnt firewood.
That's true. That makes sense. So, Tail is dangerous too?
Dangerous? Oh, you don't know the half of it. The other Heliobi are nothing compared to me.
Tail was subdued and sealed in my tail by Madame Hanya. He won't harm others.
Oh, what? She has an actual tail?
Heliobi are not flesh and blood, and so they are difficult to destroy. Before the restoration of the creation furnace, the Ten Lords Commission plans to set up an evil binding matrix in this abandoned garden to imprison these abominations.
Okay.
As you can see, the evil binding matrix has not yet been completed, and not all the escaped Heliobi have been recovered. This area is still very dangerous. I will ask Judge Huohuo to escort you out of the garden.
Not all the escaped Heliobi have been recovered. So that means the other supernatural stuff that's been happening on the Law Fu might be related? Your Honor, I have loads of info sources. Maybe I can help you.
Unnecessary. Those not involved should leave now. Go.
Excuse me. We should go.
Can I go this way? I love that. That was hilarious. They're like, yeah, no, we can't stop this guy. But you want to know what? We're not following this back here, and we need to come back. We need to actually follow the talk to Woho.
Excuse me.
Plus the space anchor.
Go now?
You look nervous.
I'm just a bit scared about the Heliobi reports.
Yet you have one in your tail.
But I'll carry out my duties and escort you out of the garden. I should be able to do that at least.
If you can't, then you better give up the day job and start peddling desserts.
If it weren't for you, I would have opened a dessert stall ages ago. Shall we go?
Can we let her have her dessert stall, please?
Let's go.
I don't care how talented she might be at the 10 Lord stuff. Can we just let her have
go
the
this
freaking
way.
dessert
It's
stall
quicker.
stuff?
Miss Huahua, can we have Mr. Tail come out for a photo?
Nope.
Miss Goinhyphen, I'm on official duty right now. Inventory complete. It's so quiet. It's getting
I love the fact that I'm
scarier
breaking
and
shit and opening stuff as we're walking
Stay
through
close
here.
to me.
Can you walk faster? No, you got short legs.
you hear that?
And again, Pella's not that much taller.
That sound?
Aw, right.
It's a ghost!
Knife in, please.
What's happening?
The same kind of thing.
Tail, is it another heliobus?
I would guess.
It's nothing, you scaredy cat. I didn't see a single thing.
Can he actually see out of the tail?
Wait a minute. Where did Miss Goinhyphen go? Miss Goinhyphen! Did we lose her?
How? There we go. Twinsies! One of many reasons that, you know, I can't take this game seriously is because I can't keep, like, this lore stuff, and I should not be able to do this, essentially. What? Does Mr. Tail keep you up at night too? Yes. Yes, he does. Oh god, 2 Mr. Tails. Not sure how that works. Okay, so if I just turn off to the side here. Tail, meet Tail.
Oh no. We have to find Miss Goinhyphen.
You should consider your own
Senor
safety
Tail
first.
and Mr. Tail.
Is it me or is this place starting to feel weirder and weirder? I'm scared. Can you stay close to me? I don't want to lose you too. We need to find Miss Goinhyphen.
Okay. He's going in a different direction. Fine. This way.
Goinhyphen, where are you? Whoa, stay close.
Uh-oh.
But, Whoa? Oh no, where did she go?
Why aren't there more voice acting for my character in this quote-unquote side quest, which might as well be main quest as we've established, than in the freaking main story quest. I'm disappointed in that.
Is this a mirror? It looks a little creepy.
Is it a mirror? I can't see myself in it. That's not a smart thing to do. Whoa.
Where am I? Is this Fixtural Garden? But it looks different somehow.
Wait a minute. If this is the mirror universe, why didn't I have an evil goatee? Oh, okay. I am the cosmic baseballer once more, apparently. The maze. So this is Fixtural Forest, but it's a maze. So can we call this the Lost Woods? Oh, okay, so doors can open and close. Okay. Nice to know.
Wasn't I just here a moment ago?
Yes, I backtracked. Shut up.
I need to look closely around this place again. Maybe I can break out of the cycle.
I'm gonna keep running straight, see what happens. I heard a jingle, but... Uh-oh. I thought doors didn't open and close. Oh. Uh-oh. Doors open and close. Doors open and close. Okay. Alright.
Oh. It seems like the paths here are being twisted by some sort of illusion.
No.
I need to look closely around this place again. Maybe I can break out of the cycle.
Okay, you said that once, so that means that I need to actually pay attention now. I heard a jingle jangle. Hold on.
You've noticed it, no? All roads are but puzzles in this place.
Why does this voice sound familiar?
Come, lost one. Do you desire to leave? Then come and find me. You have a strange scent on you. You must be. I've heard the whispers of the leaves that fall in Fixtural Garden. The flames weep and profess to me that a powerful mortal approaches.
I don't have that many experiences. You'll probably get bored. Just saying.
With none other than Ventilia.
Ah, yes, I did.
You are the one who drove Ventilia away.
I did. What you gonna do about it?
Your presence alone is delicious enough to make one tremble.
Oh, so the experience is not what they want at this point. It's just...
Let me taste you, please. One bite. Just one bite.
Hey, yo.
I can't wait to savor you.
Praising? Praising.
These are no ordinary ingenia.
Of course not. They're mere pawns dancing to my whim.
Just a scratch.
Push them. Smash them to pieces.
I recognize this voice, though.
What a peppery fighting spirit. Such an addictive flavor. Let me see.
Why are you trying to grab fire?
I wonder what they taste like. You're fighting for your survival, after all. I'll take that as my invitation to inhabit you for a while.
I said, no, get out!
Resisting, are we? Impressive willpower. How painful. How delectable.
Who's this voice actress? I recognize the
Anyone
voice.
else I've ever possessed. But what is this at your core? A sun? It burns. Worry not. I have no interest in making you my home. I'll be gone before you know it. Let's get along while it lasts, shall we? You can call me Cirrus. I only want to leave this place. I have no desire to harm you. Allow me to explain what's happening. The Xianzhou natives call it a ghost lock. You're walking in a circle, and no amount of walking will get you out of it. So, I'm going to help you break free of the circle that Furinox created. And you're going to help me evade the judges of the Ten Lords Commission.
Fury.
It's a win-win. How does that sound?
So, two different voice actors. Which one does this count for? Because it's one labeled Possessed Spiritfarer and the other one is Heliobus.
You must have figured out that I'm not the master of this place. It was created by another Heliobus named Furinox. Unfortunately, I'm the only one who can help you escape from here.
I skipped over it. I went straight to the voice. I haven't read anything else on the wiki. I'll let you grab everything else.
You mean the talismans left behind by little lost fox judge? Those won't help you.
Valeria Rodriguez.
Now that I'm possessing you, I can make you see things that you couldn't see before.
What else has she done? Like I said, I recognize her voice. Hold on, hold on. Makes sense that she's also worked in Genshin because they like to dig back into the same voice actors. I don't have any of those skins for the Smite characters. I played Smite. It must just be a similar sound. Because otherwise, I don't see why. I went to behind the voice actor, so there was no spoilers after you gave me the name. I promise. What was an offer? Now that I'm possessing you, I can make you think you can see. Strategic partnership, then.
Good. I'm glad we understand each other. As a courtesy, I shall leave you intact for the time being. As soon as I get what I want, I'll be gone. Now, go and look at those talismans again. The paper dolls. You'll know where to go.
I thought you said that that was not useful. You lied to me already.
Find all those clues your judge friend left behind. Find the talismans. You can trust me. I want to leave this place too. We are useful to each other. In any case, it doesn't matter if you don't trust me. Hey, use your eyes. I made the talismans float. Pay attention. There's so many paper dolls over there. Surely your judge friend left some clues for you. Won't you take a look?
Night Tales of Fixtural Garden, Scene 1. 2. Somehow. It is said that in his mansion that day, General Teng Jiao was deep in thought, devising strategies and conducting simulations to break the encirclement of the Borsen forces. Suddenly, a strange wind blew through the hall, causing curtains to flutter. General Ting Zhao stood up with his hands behind his back and spoke to the empty room. It is impolite to be an uninvited guest. Let me give a voice for funsies. Cirsus. Anyway, it is impolite to be an uninvited guest, and even more so to hide in the shadows. Show yourself quickly. Laughter echoed throughout the empty hall, and suddenly a formless green flame appeared in a ghostly eye, fixating its eerie gaze on the general. I have heard that each of the Rainbow's Arbiter Generals possesses exceptional abilities, and seeing you today confirms those rumors. I entered these halls without prior notice, and for that, I apologize. However, my purpose here is to assist you in breaking the encirclement. The Borison forces are closing in with the intention on completely annihilating the Law Fu. Your troops are few, and resisting the enemy is difficult as reaching the heavens. Although the green flame had no mouth, it seemed to converse like a person. It hovered in the air, illuminating in the dark corridors of the hall. The guards in the hall stood expressionlessly as if trapped in a dream. Facing life and death in battles, mortals tremble in fear, but if you allow us, the Heliobi, to possess you, you'll have no fear of the blade of your enemy. Or the enemy. Defeating them will be easy as turning your hand. Your help really offered must come with an exchange. I've heard that the Rainbow once exchanged their mortal body for aid from the Flint Emperor. I assume you have similar intentions? I, Ignamar, seek nothing more than your body and emotions, General of the Rainbow. The jade flame burned brighter, growing to the size of 100-fold bigger than before. I have been dormant for a millennium, and there's no better corporeal offering for us than this. The general remained unfazed, signaling Ignamar to continue. At midnight tonight, I shall await your answer in the Fixtural Garden. At the garden's entrance, there will be several porcelain vases, some cerulean, some vermilion. If you refuse my offer, leave the cerulean pristine and unharmed. At the same time, the vermilion vases, you should break all of them to indicate you accept my offer and wish for bloody battle. So what happened if I do both? I leave the cerulean unharmed, but I break the vermilion vases. Does that mean is that both? Is that how this works? That is how I will be able to decipher your body, General. After tonight, if you wish to meet again, knock on the left door knocker 3 times, followed by the right door knocker 3 times. No more, no less. The General frowned and sighed. A mere malevolent spirit dares to steal one's soul and mimic human behavior. Away, I will respond in time.
Do you understand? This story of the supernatural is in the illusory maze for a reason. It contains the clue to help us get out of here. Come back and read it again if you need to.
The door will not open without the proper courtesies. Return from where you came, visitors.
I guess I have to break. Yeah, here we go. I assume I have to. Yeah, I see that the Alright. So let's do the thing I was saying. Break the red vases and leave the blue pristine and see what happens. I wish for bloody combat!
The courtesies have been performed. Enter, O honored guests.
The door cracks open a sliver. Through the crack, you notice that there is no one behind the door and the voice
Seems
never...
like we're ready. Now we just have to get out.
I would like to fight. Alright.
I told you I'd help you. The way out is straight ahead. Just keep going. Stop. Do you remember our deal? You need to help me evade capture.
Actually, if she's here, I don't. Getting her out of here, too.
Is this what humans call sympathy? Acerbic. Yuck.
Acerbic? What's that? Hold on. Hold on. Sharp and no, okay. Well, there's one definition that says of a comment or style of speaking, how a sharp or forthright, forthright, which I'm like, huh? I'm not sure that fits here, but then there's a second one. Archaic, technical, tasting sour or bitter. So basically a tart taste. Considering what she's, doing with us right now.
Forget about the judge. Just get us both out of here.
Nope, I'm talking to her. Screw you.
It's you! I finally found another living soul!
Hale, have you not been helping her?
I'm so happy! I thought I was gonna be stuck here forever. I'm so happy to see you! Have you seen Miss Gwayniphin? I still haven't found her.
That I haven't found her either.
Okay?
Assuming that we're all here. Should I admit that I have been trapped by a Heliobus, or should I just say, she's probably somewhere around here? Do I betray the Heliobus that has guided me thus far, even though I didn't need the guidance because I could have been looking for the... Because I did point out that I was already looking at the freaking talismans. She's like, okay, go look at the talismans. I knew that. That's what I was following, you bitch. What the heck? I don't.
Give it up. Gwayniphin was probably eaten by the Heliobi already.
Wait. So...
How can that be? If that could happen to someone as lively as Miss Gwayniphin, that means I'm in even more danger.
That's not what I selected. Are we having another one of those anti-truth serums? In technicality?
Did you know that the larynx is the easiest muscle to control in the human body?
I mean, good job, but I'd have to open my mouth first to formulate the words. The larynx just pushes the tone out. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. That's how language is created. It's not just the pushing of air through the larynx, but it's also the formulation of your mouth and other parts of the throat, to be fair, but some of the words that I said required more mouthfeel than anything else.
You can find the way out, right? Please take me with you.
What, Tail can't do it for you?
Not this again! You're a judge of the Ten Lords Commission. Why are you always begging others for help?
You know I'm not cut out to be a judge. I thought maybe if I worked long enough in the Ten Lords Commission, I'd get braver. But now, I know it's impossible.
Aw.
Useless brat. Why was I sealed in with someone like you?
You talk tough all day long, then let both of us get stuck in a trap. Who's the useless brat now?
Ho ho! Shots fired! Let's try this again, just because we know that she's gonna change my voice anyway.
There's no point in following me. I'm leaving, and you're not coming with me.
God damn.
Goodbye.
Well, that read, though, was really good. Props to the voice actor.
No! Please don't leave! Wait, please!
Beast? From a taxonomic perspective, I believe you're closer to that definition.
The Ten Lords Commission needs to overhaul their hiring criteria. How did someone as useless as you ever become a judge?
Cirrus needs to die for making me say these things.
Hey, cut it out! I'm the only one around here who gets to tell this kid off. Me and those other judges. Got that? Wait. Hold on. I smell something familiar.
I was gonna say, Tail, you're useless if you can't tell.
It's you. Still a fan of your pathetic ventriloquist act, I see.
Oh, this is funny. This is just too funny. I thought you'd already escaped the furnace's destiny of torture. Who would have thought that a piece of Ignomar the Great, the fragment with the most fight in it, would become a guard dog sealed inside a crybaby?
The reed, though. The reeds are so good.
Oh, forgive me. Did I say guard dog? No, that won't do. You're just a guard dog's tail, right? Just a tail, a tail, a tail.
I feel like the voice actor had a lot of fun with this.
I'm gonna swallow you whole the second you leave that boy's body.
Which is gonna be when?
Terrifying. The joke's on you. You couldn't leave that judge's body if you tried. You can't eat her, let alone escape from her. Mr. Tail.
It's true. It's true. I should probably see if somebody playing the female MC just to see how that sounds.
Mr. Trailblazer, take this talisman and stick it to your body. It'll temporarily suppress the heliobus's influence.
She did say that the easiest.
Hey, boy, say something nice to Wawa. Her crying is like a mosquito in my ear.
I mean, I can't disagree with that. Okay, chat with Cirrus real quick, just cause.
Oh, what a feast! Human emotions are simply delicious. Your sorrowful tears are like bottles of potent wine.
Does it amuse you to let a little girl cry?
Does the Xianzhou sail through the cosmos? For a heliobus that enjoys provoking your weak human sentiments, I can assure you there is nothing more amusing. Now, don't forget about our deal. I will leave.
Cirrus talks nothing but nonsense. But even so, Wawa has a sensitive heart. You, go say something nice to the girl.
I was gonna. Aren't you looking down on her all the time?
That's why she needs other organic beings like you to support her. Get it? Go!
Yeah, actually, good question. Can you roam free even though you're sealed?
Roam free? Is that what you call this? This is as far as I can get from her.
Okay.
You think I'd be here playing house with you numbskulls if I could fly away?
Alright, chill.
It's not your fault. It was that bad heliobus making us fight.
Absolutely.
Someone as nice as you wouldn't say such mean things. Only a possession would make you act like that. Still, what the heliobus said was true. I've always been shy and scared. My life's been a nightmare ever since Tail possessed me. When I was at school, people were always asking why my tail was on fire. Everywhere I went, people would notice.
Oh, so it's all my fault. If you'd just let me devour you at the start, I could have spared you the trouble.
Also, apparently she has
I got into the
a tail that
Lords
doesn't
Commission.
exist when Tail is out and about, by the
There
way.
is weird, so I thought I'd found somewhere I belong. But the job is too dangerous. I have to fight demons and ghosts and bad guys every day.
That sounds awesome.
I'm just not cut out for it. If I make it back alive, I'm handing in my resignation.
Haven't you already tried that? Or is that just a spoiler from, you
Heliobus in her
know, not
tail
spoiler,
like
spoiler?
Heliobi was a good idea. I'm sorry. I've been so useless. I'm glad it helped.
You hear that? Stop crying. You're useful. And your paper dolls are useful too.
It's true. That's why I said not exactly a spoiler, because it's more like
As soon as
establishing
I swallow
her
that coward
personality rather
Cirrus,
than anything else.
I'm gonna devour this little crybaby too.
What a pity that Mr. Tail is nothing like he used to be. If we still had our old power, we could forget about this maze and devour its creator, Furynox.
Alright.
Your old power?
Oh, we're not gonna establish this.
Mr. Tail, seems she knows nothing about your past. Little Missy, do you know why the Heliobi are gathered in this abandoned garden instead of seizing human habitations?
Team building?
Because over 1,000 years ago, this very garden was the site of an epic battle between the general of the Luofu and the great Heliobus Ignimar. Now that the furnace is broken and the Heliobi have escaped, fragments like us, who once constituted Ignimar the Whole, have returned here with a desire to challenge the general again.
Is the general still alive?
The battle between the general and Ignimar was an
Or maybe they would have
earth-shaking
just,
contest
they're just gonna
of
fight
devastating proportions.
the current general.
Ignimar underwent countless transformations, causing floods, fires, and thunderous landslides. They were locked in a standoff. An evenly matched fight.
Evenly matched? Really?
Yeah, no genuine had
The
such history.
general who fought for the Luofu against the Heliobus was named Teng Xiao.
Tongue is how you pronounce
Ten
that.
Lords Commission records say that Ignimar was soundly defeated by General Teng Xiao.
Alright.
Of course the human records would flatter their general.
I mean,
The great
history is written by the
Ignimar
victors.
absorbed
Just
the power
saying.
of countless fellow Heliobi, but ultimately underestimated human deceit. They were narrowly defeated by the general.
So,
We Heliobi
the human
never
records aren't
condensed into
wrong.
physical form after that battle. We scattered into fragments and were sealed into the creation furnace. But there's an exception to everything. Mr. Tail, I thought you'd escaped to freedom. Who could have guessed you'd be sealed in this tiny Foxian girl? Humiliating.
Sealed my foot? My power was weak when I ran into this fox child. It was bad luck. Nothing more.
When I was littler, I saw a ball of fire that looked like it was about to turn to embers. I felt sorry for it, so I
Oh my goodness, she's so
put it on my
cute.
tail.
She's so
And then, Mr. Tail tried to eat me. If the judges hadn't arrived, it would have been over.
I did no such thing. You're barely big enough to be an appetizer.
Well, at the time, I would assume so, yeah.
All the pain I've suffered since I met you must be retribution for my stupidity back then.
Karma? Is that what we're getting at?
Hilarious! It's a pity Mr. Tail didn't devour you. He might have recovered his power and turned the Xianzhou upside down, just like Ignimar did.
Alrighty.
Why? Does there have to be a reason? The official answer is
That explains why her
Xianzhou
tail
is
doesn't
sealing
exist anymore.
Heliobi in a cage and forcing them to supply energy to the ship. In reality, however, we just want to fight the general and see what the Xianzhou is truly made of. We Heliobi were carefree life forms, but were tainted with the illness of humanity once we came into contact with it. It's humanity's fault for having such intense emotions and desires. Now we can never return to the purity of our past.
Oh yeah, it's our fault for existing. Thanks. All right,
again.
sure.
I want to return to the cosmos. Mr. Tail, you don't want to regroup with the fragments? You don't want to be here, Tail, forever? Why don't you return with me to the great beyond?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Cirrus.
That's impossible. Mr. Tail was sealed by the judges of the 10 Lords Commission. He can't escape, and neither can you. That door just opened on its own!
Less screaming, more thinking. This is an opportunity, is it not? Let's go in and check it out.
Scene 1-3. I must have missed another one earlier.
I feel much safer with you here. Still feel like I'm gonna faint, though. May the Arbiter protect us!
Ooh, and boxes. Lots of boxes. Holy moly, there are a lot of boxes. What the frick?
Is that all? Great. The more the better.
They're all empty,
Great.
though.
The more the better.
Why are they all empty?
The more the better. Is that all?
Nope. I don't care. Opening them all up. They're mine.
Great. The more the better. Is that all?
What happens if I open all of them? Does it still work?
The door will not open without the proper...
Rip. Okay. Alright. You guys are boring.
The courtesies have...
Look! There's a mirror behind the door!
Didn't I see a similar mirror when I was dragged in?
Yep.
That sound. Wawa, this way.
What's going on? There's a voice in the mirror? That voice sounds familiar.
Should I go out while I'm still possessed by
you in here?
Heliobus?
I finally found you.
Madam Shui?
Fixtral Garden has been enveloped by an unknown power. You must be careful.
We still haven't found Miss Gwaynifin. I don't know where she went.
The task at hand is to save you from this illusion. Come, pass through the mirror and come to our side.
Okay.
Are we above Fixtral Garden?
So many bronze mirrors. Could it be that...
You're right, boy.
Illusion
This place is
shifting.
changing. It's trying to stop us from escaping.
But one of these mirrors must contain the exit, right? Let's check them all.
What happens if it seals behind us? I think it's getting late and I needed to catch up on rest to be able to do anything, but I need actually a safe place to be, which I...
The situation in Fixtral Garden is getting worse. Why have you not left? Is something the matter in there?
Over here. That sounds like...
The real Madame Shui? Are there pretenders inside the illusion? I see. Do not be afraid. Hua knows me well.
But what if...
You must trust her.
Let me investigate the other mirrors real quick. I need to see how fake the other ones sound.
Wahwa, sweetie. Come to Big Sister Shuai.
Yuck!
Let's go and look at the...
Yeah, that one is...
This is the exit, you useless brat! Come here!
Madam Shui can be a bit of a meanie, but she'd never talk to me like that. That doesn't sound like her. Come to think of it, it kind of sounds like Tail.
Constructive criticism!
Let's go look.
So I picked the right one first, but obviously there's no way I could tell until I heard Zui speak, so...
The situation in fixed room...
Over here!
The real Madam Shui... I see. You must...
I mean, considering that the other two were very clearly not Zui. Oh, again. Oh, and they all have the little fingers, so... That's not gonna help us. Alright, what do these sound like?
Hurry, Huahua. Pass through the mirror and come to me.
Wait, I want to ask a few questions to see if you're the real person.
Likely, there's some secret means.
I didn't have any
Who is Han?
Never mind. Forget it.
Okay.
So, where?
Doesn't know who Hanya is. Already fake. For sure.
Hurry, Huahua.
Wait.
Okay, so we got questions.
By decree of the Ten Lords, Spiritfarer Huahua is skilled and diligent, capable and worthy of officialdom. She is hereby I still remember the decree.
That's her! This has to be...
Hanya is my younger sister.
There you go.
But this alone cannot prove.
So, wait... But...
That alone cannot prove who you are, yet there was one illusion that said, I have no idea who Hanya is, period, so...
Wait!
A powerful heliobus possessed her tail.
Never knew you were...
There!
We are both judges of
the heliobus that trapped us. So, wait...
Evidently. Also, by the way, twin sisters. That I didn't know. I didn't know that there were twins.
Wait. So...
Mirrors again! What a surprise!
Let's start at the
Look
left.
around us, Mr. Tail. I think we're at the edge of the illusion.
Come here, Huahua.
I need...
As a judge responsible for capturing criminals, her cowardice is a dereliction of duty.
Okay, yeah.
I will reprimand her.
Huh?
That's fake.
Stupid girl!
Her tail will be extracted and
You fro.
So, where?
I want to kind of jump through these, but I also want to, you know, finish up on time.
Come here, Huahua. Her caution is a skill all judges of the 10th.
That's a funny way of...
It's the most powerful fragment of Ignimar's demise. Who would have guessed?
You!
So...
Yeah, which I don't really want to do.
Hurry, Huahua.
I need to ask...
She said the last mirror, by the way. The other ones didn't.
She will be expelled after tonight's operation. She is not fit for her job at the Ten Lords Commission.
Okay, hold on.
Really?
Stupid girl!
An insignificant demon.
Aha!
So...
Okay, so the middle one again.
I'm not the best judge of things.
Oh, they're all fake.
But these
Never mind.
mirrors...
I would have said the middle. Like, of the three, the middle one was the most.
One is the real thing!
None of them show Madame Shui as I know her to be.
That puppet judge never respected me. But she also never let her guard down.
I've spent a long time working with Madame Shui. She's always known that I'm scared and timid, but she never told me off.
The Ten Lords Commission never cared a wink about your frail constitution. You're the only one who makes a big deal about it. And as long as you don't drag me down, I don't really care how much of a coward you are either.
Aw, Tail!
Hey! Get away from me!
You two actually get along pretty well.
And what are we even talking about? We need to focus.
The illusion wants to keep us in, but it can't possibly keep expanding its borders forever. I think there's gotta be a fourth mirror somewhere. I think there's a mirror on that floating island, but it's a bit far. Oh, could I crawl my way there?
Quit stalling and get on with it.
Just hold my hand. We'll make it there on time.
I didn't think you'd be able to. All these years, and you finally started to grow up a bit.
Hurry, Huahua. This should be the last.
I don't want to go back the way we came.
Everyone is different. A judge is not a soldier, and they need more than just courage. It is the decree of the 10 Lords for Huahua to be elevated to a judge. There must be some meaning in it.
Just what do those old...
Let's go!
Wait, but I wanted to see what the result of the other question was. Aww. Oh well, that's fine.
Are we back in Fixtral Garden?
You have
Seems
returned safely. It seems the 10 Lords' commission is not down on our luck today.
Madame Shuai, I'm so happy to see you're all right!
Did you encounter anything strange on your way here?
Game's up.
No wonder she's a judge. Very perceptive.
Alrighty.
I understand. This isn't the time to deal with Cirrus.
Really?
Fixtral Garden has been dragged into a powerful illusion by an even mightier heliobus.
Oh wow, you guys are
The
just small
spirit
fry.
bearers who
Okay.
went to suppress it have lost contact with me. Huahua, if both Hanya and I are unable to suppress that demon, then you will have to defeat it.
I won't be able to do it. I'm not as powerful as you two. I always run and hide before a battle.
Do not underestimate yourself. A heliobus cannot possess a body that is already possessed by another heliobus, such as your absolute advantage as a judge.
So why don't we send her first?
I know you're trying to comfort me, but that sounded a little weird.
Did it though? I was trying to be nice. Shut up.
Filtering out the stuff you don't want to hear. That's what I do.
Right, Dale.
The Heliobi are aggressive beings, but they cannot shake their desire for a flesh and blood body. And yet,
Oh,
during
that's
the
why
38
you
years
going
you
is
have
actually not a
worked
bad
with 10
idea
lords,
either.
You have been constantly able to suppress the monster within your tail and maintain your personality. You are already a fitting judge. Be confident. On that point, none of the other judges can surpass you.
Suppress the monster. Oh, but I don't think I've ever had to suppress Tail. I guess we're more like friends?
Friends? Bah! I don't make friends with food.
Mr. Tail, puny fragments like us were deprived of Ignimar's power long ago. If a little girl can subdue us, then perhaps it's time for some humility.
Shut your trap!
Though Fury Nox is powerful, we have a chance of suppressing them if we can break them into multiple fragments.
You have a sound plan, Your Honor. And since the stage is set, allow me to offer my assistance. Let's find somewhere more open first. Like Swallow Sun
Seriously
Pavilion
though,
over
right? Tail being a tsundere? Let me think about
I
it.
understand. Take your time.
Oh, I hear a box. Jue, you have to decide which one of us is the real Huahua. Only you can tell. We were able to tell which one of your voices was the true Jue. Now it's your turn to tell which one is the true Huahua. You gotta do it visually. Anyway, but that's what we'll leave it at for now. We'll continue this back on Monday. Oh, I'm tired and I need to rest for work tomorrow. Yeah, but sorry about that. Anyway, but yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do over the weekend. But this was fun. Well, honestly, this story in specific, at least, has been much more fun than most of the second half of Penacony. Or second, or last third. It was 3 parts, right? Yeah, I figured I can stop here. Actually, hold on. Let me, for true comfort. Oh, actually. Open that up. And I hear another box. Hold on. Possibly. That's not what I was looking for anyway. I was looking for the space anchor. Alright. That way we can just kind of have it there. Alright. And that'll be that for now. But yeah. Definitely much more fun than I had on the last third of Penacony. I'm just curious to see if Tail actually interacts with Huahua and one of her idols. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I should probably wrap things up. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Waiting for it, then. I'm not moving. Where's the other idol? There she is. Okay, technically, we don't get to hear him, but he obviously that was him doing it very clearly. Anyway, but yeah, we'll continue this on Monday, and then after this one, considering that I've done it backwards at this point, can we hop back to whatever is the earliest one of these? Because I literally started with the most recent continual one, and then went back to the one right before it, as opposed to anything. I'd like to try to avoid these. Oops! I ran into somebody that I already knew. Okay, so I assume I choose the continuation one that takes place on Bellabog, and that'll be it. So let's take a look at that real quick. This will be nice and short. Let's just get the missions. The future market, right? Because this one is the... Oh, this is the war dance, so that's when I would hold on to until after we get to the Lawfu again from the end of Penacony. Okay. So then it's just the way it is. We're doing this one, then hopping to this one, then we'll continue on with the continuation of stuff. At some point I should bump up the equilibrium, but I'm afraid that I'm going to start to fall behind in power. I don't think so, because I don't think I've ever met Argenti, unless that's another thing that I have to do. I have a lot of this stuff on the back end because I haven't done it. Well, maybe over the weekend we can discuss that a little bit more, Panda. That way we can figure out where we need to go. Oh, definitely. I haven't done any fighting on the train. Either way, let's just truly wrap it up now. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. You've been all 10 out of 10 with me, and I will see you guys, like I said, come Monday to figure this out. Well, not figure this out. We will have had made the Saturday. I'm going to be super busy, so tomorrow for sure. But yeah. On Monday, we'll continue this one and then go on to the future market of one, and then from there we'll make our decisions. Either way, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is that you are.